Hey everybody, welcome back. This is another episode of 7 Minutes with Deven. And today I'm saying a great big hello to Brian Cano, best known right now from Paranormal Caught on Camera. Hi Brian, how are you today?
Hey, Devin, I'm doing pretty well. Glad to be here for 7 minutes.
I first got introduced to you from Paranormal Caught on Camera, and then I was lucky enough to meet you in Michigan at the Michigan Paracon. But I was looking at your history after I met you, and it seems you go back quite a bit, all the way back to about 2002, is that right?
That's correct.
That was before this whole paranormal craze and all the TV shows. So what got you sort of interested in the paranormal and got you investigating?
I feel like I was always interested in the paranormal. It was always something that fascinated me. But during my college years, I went through a very jaded phase, skeptical phase, which lent itself to my getting in the job market. And there wasn't a lot of room in my life for the fantastic. And around 2002, a friend of mine and I, who used to do short movies and skits and comedies together, we decided to do something based a little more on urban legends and urban exploration, where we would look into the rumors of hauntings and abandoned places here in our hometown of Staten Island. So that became a cable access show called Scared on Staten Island. And it reinvigorated that feeling I had as a kid running around in abandoned buildings and looking for ghosts and just having adventures. And slowly I went from that skeptical place back over to the believer space. But these days I consider myself a skeptical believer.
That's perfect, because then you don't just believe everything and you also have an open mind. I like the skeptical believer side of it.
It fits because I'm not skeptical of the phenomena because I've experienced it, I've seen it, I've witnessed it. It's the people who report it that I'm skeptical of.
Which leads me into Paranormal Caught on Camera. It opens up so many more people and gives access to people who have experiences to get their experiences out there on things like YouTube and now this show. So that's been a really fun concept and I love watching it. Has there been any story in particular that really stuck out to you or made you think, oh, I want to go there and investigate?
There have definitely been locations that I've been to. There's ones that I would never want to go to, and there's definitely those where I feel like if I get the chance, I would love to check that out. Not like whatever got caught on camera is still waiting around for me, but I definitely feel that the questions and the conversations that the show elicits make for a good, well-rounded approach to the paranormal. Because remember, the show is called Paranormal Caught on Camera. We don't yet understand everything in the paranormal, so it has a bit of ghosts and spirits, it has a bit of cryptozoology, it has a bit of ufology, and other mysterious things in our world. And some of the feedback I get from people online, they say, oh, well, you didn't explain this, or it's clearly that. And that's not what the show is about. If it was called Debunked Caught on Camera, it would be a 5-minute show, and it would be just clips of us going, nope, nope, fake, nope.
Right.
That's not the point. The point is to start those conversations that, okay, I'm not sure about this video, but if it's true, wow, what conversations does that start? What does that mean for us in general? And to answer your question, some places that I would want to go, half of our videos come from Russia, so don't know if I want to go there right now, but it's on my list.
Right, and I do like you brought up that Paranormal Caught on Camera covers all sorts of different things. It's not just the ghost side; it's UFOs, and there have been a couple of things that I'd never even heard of before that they're talking about. So it's been really fascinating to watch all sides of the paranormal on that one.
Even I learned something. I mean, when I get a video and sometimes they'll give me preloaded questions like, what do you think about this? Do you know anything about that? In preparation for the show, I'll do a little research, and I've learned things, especially about spirits and ghosts and traditions from other cultures out in Asia and all over the world, that now, even if I haven't experienced for myself, that's part of my lexicon, and it's been great.
Nice. And that leads me into another question, is that you are more on the science side, the sort of parapsychology, which I absolutely love, is the how, not so much the why, but sort of how is it here? Have you learned or come up with any different theories you want to discuss? Like you've said, you've talked to people from around the world and learn their side of it and how they view it. So I'm sure that leads into your perspective of things.
The one thing that unites us all in our quest for answers is the fact that whatever is out there, we have to filter through the lens of the observer. Because even though the personal experience isn't rock solid scientific proof, anecdotes have their place. Because if you think of it this way, to those who are unwilling to believe, for those skeptics, there's no photo, no video, no amount of evidence that I could show you to change you if you are unwilling, because 3 words, I wasn't there.
Right.
So I have to either choose to believe you or not. And there have been plenty of videos on the show that I question, or I just blatantly say, I don't think this is genuine. But, and here's the key, if you hear me talking about the concept rather than the video itself,
Mm-hmm.
that's Brian speak for, yeah, I was a little skeptical about this one. But for instance, one in Gettysburg, great video, but I feel like it wasn't exactly genuine. I could think of a number of ways it could have been fabricated. But if that video is fake, does that mean Gettysburg is not haunted?
Right.
Not by a long shot. So what's out there that inspired it is still very real.
Yeah. And the 3 words you mentioned, I wasn't there, that actually is such a great phrase. I hadn't thought about that before, because it goes either way. Like the skeptics don't believe it because they weren't there. But
Mm-hmm.
then the believers say, well, I'm not going to write it off just yet because I wasn't there. Just like the Gettysburg video you mentioned, like you feel like it could be fabricated, but you're not going to say 100% because you weren't there. So I love how that phrase goes both ways. So thank you for bringing up I wasn't there. That's going to be my new 3 words.
Nice. We'll collaborate on some T-shirts.
Yes. I think that probably fills up 7 minutes, even though I would love to talk more because you are absolutely fascinating to talk to.
Well,
But thank you so much for being on the show. And if you get a chance to go see Brian, get it. He's awesome. So I know you have some lectures coming up.
Yes, people can check out my website at www.neverstopsearching.com. And also I have a Patreon page at patreon.com/Brian J. Cano. Check it out.
Perfect. Check it out, everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.